So we've got our voltmeter set to AC voltage. So if you have an existing doorbell, you really want to see what your voltage is, because it can't take more than 24 volts AC. So we want to make sure it's set to the AC. You want the voltage squiggly line, not the line and the dash line. That's DC. You won't detect it. So AC, we're going to come over here. We're going to measure the back over here. So we have not disconnected the circuit yet. When you go to actually perform the repair, you'll want to cut the breaker before you do anything. But we need to see what our input voltage is, and we'll get everything over here. It's 22 volts. Which is perfect. So we're within the 25 volts, and this is what most circuits are. So at this point, we're going to trip the breaker, and then we're going to go ahead and screw these, and we're going to unscrew them right to the back here. We're going to undo the wire twist here. Okay. So we're going to take our Ring doorbell, we're going to install our battery pack, make sure it's latched in, and then we're going to connect here. You can see the battery pack and it's blinking, but right now you can see there are two screws here. This is an AC system. This does not matter which lead you put where. So if you have a DC system, you're going to have to reference a manual, because you might have to do a little bit of extra work, and those systems have a digital chime versus a regular mechanical door chime. So you need to know what system you're working with before you get too far in it. Ideally clean them up, but this is just a quick test on this one, because we got to see if we need to adjust with any brackets. I dropped the screwdriver, of course.
Well, that's how it goes for real life. Do it for the camera.
What's that?
So do it for the camera. The hand's in the way.
Loop it around a little bit. Okay, so then it goes back on the wall very easily. It's actually kind of self-supporting right there. And then we're going to take a screw here and a screw there. That come with the handy dandy kit. Stick the mini level in there. Comes in the kit, by the way. Need my assistant to get me that screw in the driver. Horrible assistant. Dude, put your fucking phone down. I'm helping you. I'm sending you into the rehab. Fucker. Okay, so important thing is once it's screwed down, you want it still to be level. We're level, we're good. We'll go ahead and pull that out. We've got the setup button right here. Press that. See it spinning around. Make sure you got your app set up. And it looks like we're just about ready to go on this one. except for the faceplate. It's good.
Yep.
Okay, so next, before you put the faceplate on, you got to reverse this. This is a Torx bit. It's a very small one. Most thieves aren't going to have this, or some commoner trying to rob you. So we'll go ahead and put the ring next to your install just like that. Kind of start from the top, push it down at the bottom, and then you're going to use one of these security screws right at the bottom, right down here. It goes in. We're not going to do this in the video, but you're going to use this small Torx bit. So please make sure you have the Torx bit handy. Do not lose these screws right here. These are the ones you need, and those are the ones that are going to prevent somebody from being able to walk up and tamper with your unit. So you can see our setup button. We pressed it, it's going lighting. You should have already had it paired to your phone. It's very easy. Hit the setup button. Once you're in the app, you select it, and you select the Wi-Fi into here so you're connected directly with it, and then you can set up everything from there. But the rest of it's on the phone. Very easy to install. Play with your angles, and there are a couple different mounting brackets that you can use to directly mount it. And they are paintable brackets, which are pretty slick, so you can angle it up, you can angle it left or right. Okay, so if you're not using an existing doorbell, you have increased flexibility for where you want to place it. However, you do have to charge the batteries intermittently on this thing. The batteries do not last forever, but they do last a pretty long time. So you can monitor the battery status from your app. Very easy to do, very easy to charge. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Try to answer them as best as I can. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. Just make sure if you have different type of siding on your house, obviously you want to know what you're drilling into first, but they do have some different instructions if you need to drill in there, and they do have different anchors you can use. So you just want to make sure it's secure and nobody can come up and just rip it off. And ideally it's mounted about 4 feet off the ground for best performance. That's what you want. Here we go.